I went to Vegas.
What?
For Christmas?
For Christmas.
Christmas in Vegas?
Yeah, because
That sounds amazing.
Because around September time, I thought, I'm going to spend Christmas at the holidays, obviously with my families. So I thought, why do we always get together at like our houses? Everything closes down, everyone goes home. I was like, Vegas really is like the true city that never sleeps. Why don't we go to Vegas and we can like gamble and like still go out and do stuff?
There also
That sounds awesome.
not be a lot of like people aren't traveling to Vegas during Christmas.
It was kind of slow. It wasn't as crowded as it normally is. But I looked online and I found like some hotels had free rooms.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like I stayed at the MGM Grand, and rooms at the MGM Grand were $30 a night. So I looked and I was like, I wonder what the most expensive room at the MGM Grand is. So I found like the presidential suite was $130 a night.
What?
And I was
Did you
like,
book it?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna stay in that. It was fucking huge. It was like
shitting me?
it was massive, and I was like, oh yeah, this is great. You should always go to Vegas
No
for
one
Christmas.
else had this idea?
I guess not.
That will never work again. You've ruined it.
Like rooms at the Excalibur were free. Like you literally just go.
I've never seen free. So like during the week, they're trying to incentivize people to get out there, right? Because people usually make weekend trips, and for them, they make all their money at the tables, so they do anything they can to incentivize you to just come out.
Are those all casinos also?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, casino hotels.
So one time, where April and I decided to just take a Vegas trip, no like holiday, nothing around, and we're like, we're just gonna go during the middle of the week, and we got our rooms at the Luxor for $25 a night. And I think the flight out was like $100
It's
or
like
150.
150, yeah, the flight to Vegas. Oh my
And then I
god!
booked my flight with miles, so it didn't even cost me anything to fly there. And then there was a flight delay. Like there was this whole deal. Like my flight out there was really fucked up. I'll get to that in a second. But because the flight was delayed, the airline gave me $500 in credit.
What?
So you made money
I
on the
made
trip?
money going on the trip.
What the fuck, dude?
Did you win at the tables too?
And then I wanted to
So you got
I made
paid?
money by going to Vegas.
You got paid to go to Vegas, and then you came back with profit.
What the fuck?
It all worked out in the end. But the way there was a fucking nightmare. I was supposed to fly from Austin to Houston, then Houston to Vegas.
I want you to know you got rid of all of your sympathy for whatever bad travel thing you had happen, because now we just know that you made
I brought in a ringer actually to help.
Oh,
me
okay.
back there.
I thought you fly Southwest for.
Normally
Vegas.
I would, but since I wanted to fly for free with miles, I redeemed United
It's American.
miles.
Oh,
I
why
fly
did
United.
You're American. Everyone else is American, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm sitting at the gate. We're getting ready to board. Like literally, it's the minute we're about to board, and I think, I wonder how full this flight is. I wonder if there's anyone sitting next to me. So I open up the app to look to see what the seat map looks like. And as I open it up, the app says, your flight is now delayed 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I was like, oh shit. So like I get up and I run to the counter. I'm the first one at the counter. And then like as soon as I get up there, they make an announcement. It's like, the flight's delayed. It was delayed for mechanical problems. And they explained what the mechanical problem was, right? They said that when our plane had come into Austin and landed, the pilot's seat broke. So I pictured the plane like touching down and the pilot like just falling backwards in his seat. So they said they had to fly a new seat in from Denver.
What the
And then they were going to have to install the seat. So like everyone had to rebook. And I didn't know this, but Jackie was there at the time also. And
was she on the same flight as
she was
you?
on the same flight. And so like I said, I got up there, I rebooked my flight right away. And I ended up having to go to San Francisco and then San Francisco to Vegas. It was a really long day.
And while I was in San Francisco, I just found $100 on the street. It was crazy.
But like I was texting Jackie because she was in the line, like having to wait to rebook, and we were like keeping each other updated on what was going on with our travel stories. And she got rebooked onto a different airline.
They do that?
Yeah,
They can.
Most airlines won't.
so she got booked onto a different airline, and I don't want to steal the thunder from her story.
Oh no.
But Jackie, do you want to tell us what happened on your flight? She took some video. We have some video we can show of what happened on her flight.
I'm so scared
out
for
there.
you.
First off, I'm pissed that you got a $500 credit. They didn't give us anything.
That's it.
Well,
Freaking
you
flyer,
switched
baby.
airlines.
Yeah, seriously.
God.
I got a $500 credit, and they gave me $180 in meal vouchers to eat at the airport.
So you guys were
anything.
originally on the same flight back to us or to Vegas?
Right, to Houston.
Yeah, so what happened was 9:15 we were supposed to board, and then everyone got a text at 9:16 saying that there was a mechanical issue, and then everyone just bum rushed the kiosk to rebook
Gus was
the
at the
flight.
forefront.
Yeah, and I saw Gus prior to that, and I was like, oh, if he sees me, I'll just wave and say hi or whatever, but I didn't want to bother him, and I was like, I had no idea you were in line to like rebook your flight because there was an issue. So
Yeah, you could have just walked right up and been like, yeah, we're totally in the same party.
yeah, and I was like the 40th person in line,
Oh,
so
no.
I ended up calling the airline to rebook, and then it ended up that I was leaving now at 1:30 on a different airline, so going from Austin to Chicago, from
The wrong direction.
and then Chicago
what the
to
fuck? That's-
Vegas.
Was it
That
through
way.
O'Hare?
Yes,
I have one rule, and it's never go through Chicago O'Hare.
It's one of the
it was
worst.
like
I'll-
an hour layover, so it wasn't too bad.
I'll save that.
But
Finish your story, and then I can.
yeah, so when we were going on this 1:30 flight, all of us were like, we threw our carry-ons on and everything was great. The woman next to me was trying to like wave down the flight attendant, and she's like, "What's wrong with our plane?" And I was like, "What do you mean, what's wrong with our plane?" And all of us are looking outside the right, and there's fuel like pouring out of the right wing of our plane.
What?
And I don't know if you guys are gonna run the so
Oh my
right
God.
here.
Oh shit, they're chucking sand on it.
So like there's fuel literally like leaking out. It was
Come
like
on, Steve.
a mini geyser.
Steve, just cover it. No one will see.
They won't notice if you put sand on it.
Exactly. Just, I don't, fucking just.
Yeah, so what you can't hear is the woman kept saying, "Oh, keep recording," because she kept on freaking out and saying, "Oh, I sent evidence to my husband and daughter in case we crash." And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's great.
you need to calm down, lady. Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, so her priority there was, I'm gonna film this and send this to my family so they can sue the airline, as opposed to like, hey,
Getting
maybe
off the
get
plane?
off the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, "Why are we taking off? Why are we taking off? Like, there's something wrong with the plane."
Did they ever explain what was happening?
Yeah, so actually in the video you can't hear the audio, but the pilot, the captain, he's like, "This actually happens quite often."
Bullshit.
So we're like,
never seen
I
that
don't know.
happen.
Like, this is the first time I've ever seen this. So they said that they had to wait for the right wing to shut down, essentially, to transfer fuel from the left wing to the right wing, and then everything will be
Would it not
just fine.
Just keep leaking?
no,
You
it
just keep-
eventually
as long as
stopped.
you keep pumping it in there, you're fine.
Just clog
So
it
is
up.
there like some like overpressure in that wing or something? There's like, is that like a vent hole that they use to?
They said there's nothing to panic about. It happens occasionally.
I mean, I would trust them more often than not.
we
I mean,
So
that's
if
the
they
pilot's
say-
life too, right?
The plane is very expensive.
Well, just like they wouldn't lie to people about that because it's also their safety in jeopardy
Yeah.
too. So why would they lie if it
the
wasn't
woman
safe?
next to us was the only one freaking out. We were all
Yeah.
excited because we got to see firemen.
You got something out of
video
this.
again.
I did. I don't know if they're cute or not. I didn't get past their biceps, but I was like, all right.
You're just going out show up from the bottom and then you stop right
Imagining a
there.
fire suit
Stop
with,
right
with
there.
cutouts for biceps.
You're looking at the biceps, then looking at the fuel, then looking at the biceps.
But I
tracker.
sent Gus a second video. Like they had to roll out a barrel to like shovel all of the dirt into this barrel, and then
Wow.
All the
and
flammable
then,
dirt.
yeah.
I'm
So
surprised they didn't put a bucket under it.
If they set it on fire, do you think it would make glass?
Bucket.
So do they throw sand on it because that stops the fumes coming out?
think it
it
absorbs it.
soaked it up.
Yeah, I tried to sop
Yeah.
it up.
Oh, okay.
Because they had to wipe everything down afterwards. There was even a guy on a ladder just wiping down the wing. And I'm like, is that really necessary?
With a
We're going to be
rag.
going like so fast in the air anyways. But
Yeah, you think it would air dry. I mean, you know, the whole turning on
he
the
was just there
engine
with his
part
little
might be a
towel,
problem.
Just like wiping the top or the bottom.
He's got to look busy, right? Like the boss is watching him. He's like, oh, gotta look like I'm doing something.
I've had flights be completely canceled because there was a tray table that wouldn't stay up.
Yeah, or a pilot suit
And
didn't
this
work.
plane has leaking fuel. And they're like,
Leaking
we're
fuel.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
you got there. You actually ended up
did.
getting there before I did.
Really?
Yeah, I landed like an hour and a half after you.
Oh.
Yeah, he took a lot of time collecting all those vouchers.
But he made money.
I had a
Vouchers
long
that
layover
I
in
didn't
San
get.
Francisco.
Oh my gosh. Went the wrong direction.
I love how the Vegas airport has slot machines and like
I miss slot
too.
machines in
That-
an airport so badly.
that's like I'm bored at the airport. What do I do? Fucking gamble.
Go lose some money.
Yeah. Lose all that money you won.
Well, thanks for taking the video and thanks for sharing, Jack. I'm glad you made it okay.
Yeah.